Dear Journal, the Gulf Coast is crowded. All coasts are. And so for this volume, we head just a bit inland to places not quite so crowded. Places with sweeping rivers and open lands. Lands on which some exciting things are happening. Some inspiring things. In a wide open pasture just off I-75, tucked behind a Nokomis neighborhood, is a place where dreams come true.
Walk on. Say go. Go. Good talking.
To the untrained eye, it might look like an ordinary stable, but it is much more. In this pasture is a powerful medicinal treatment, one that can't be found in a pill or a bottle, but can be found on 4 legs.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
This is the Smith Center for Therapeutic Riding.
Show it if you're happy and you know it, shout hurrah, hurrah!
Here, children and adults with special needs can improve their physical limitations and quality of life in a clinic without walls.
Want to blow a kiss?
It's called hippotherapy. Hippo is Greek for horse.
In its most basic sense, hippotherapy is using the movement of the horse to elicit a physical change in a rider with special needs.
Christy Aylward is Smith Center's physical therapist. She uses hippotherapy to treat patients with conditions like cerebral palsy, spinal cord injury, Down syndrome, even autism.
Say, let's go, King.
The movement of a horse actually very closely mimics a person's walking. So when you put a child with a disability on a horse's back, when the horse moves, it instills that movement, which is a sense of normal movement, onto the child, and the child experiences that sense of normal movement.
That was a good one.
Hippotherapy helps improve coordination, posture, balance, and motor skills. Progress comes sometimes quite quickly.
Sometimes after the first session. Generally, I can tell them without a doubt they're going to see it after 4 sessions, but some parents report after 1 or 2.
Sessions are 30 minutes once a week. Riders can start as young as 18 months. For Christy, earlier treatment translates into more dramatic results.
What's in there?
I can achieve through hippotherapy in 30 minutes what it would usually take me 3 hours to do in the clinic, and it makes my life a lot easier. I don't have to coax so hard to get the child to engage in the activity. I don't have to, make it really exciting to want to get them to climb up the stairs or kick a ball or throw something at a target. I just say, let's go ride your horse. And that's really all it takes.
Okay.
It's helped 3-year-old Mikey Rodriguez overcome many obstacles.
See you later, Mom and Dad.
Born extremely premature at just 23 weeks, little more than halfway through his mother's pregnancy, Mikey came into this world with the odds against him.
He was born at 1 pound 3 ounces. They never assure us the first 24 hours, and we always had faith, and we believe in God. We're Christians, and we always put it in His hand.
Their prayers were answered. But Mikey's early arrival came with a price, profound developmental problems.
He actually crawled like a normal baby, like about 1.5 years. After that, he stayed stuck in that stage like probably another almost 1.5 years.
Physical limitations were only part of the problem.
He used to do this all the time on the horse, and this means I'm overwhelmed. Don't touch me, I can't touch you, I can't engage, just let me get through this, and I don't know what to do.
When Mikey's pediatrician prescribed therapeutic riding, his parents weren't sure what to expect.
I thought he was going to be in the horse track, like in a Speedy Gonzales kind of type of horse. I never thought like an aged horse was used for this kind of event or therapy.
Let's go, Nikki.
Hard to believe Mikey didn't want anything to do with his horse, Nicky, the first few times he came to the Smith Center.
Go, go, go.
I think she heard you.
Resistance quickly became results.
Yeah, there's Potato Head.
But even though he wanted nothing to do with the horse, he started walking independently after his second session.
Here you go.
It takes a special horse to help a child with special needs. Some are retired show horses, others former polo ponies. Like service dogs, the horses undergo an intense training process before being chosen.
I would say 75% of the horses out there aren't appropriate to do this type of work. It takes a very special horse with a very certain type of movement.
And a certain type of personality. A therapy horse must be extremely patient with its patience.
They have to learn cues from a regular rider. They have to learn, this is how I'm supposed to ride, and I'm supposed to respond this way when I feel this foot in my side. But yet, when I have a spastic child on my back who can't sit up by themselves, when I feel this foot digging into them, that's not a cue for me to go faster. I have to be able to associate, this is a child who needs extra special care, and I'm listening to my leader versus my rider. And so these horses have a very special and unique job.
Yes. Whoa, that's some funny looking cow.
Physical progress is easily measured, but it's the intangible improvements that are often the most profound.
That's the most difficult for me to explain, but that's the most obvious when a parent can say to me, you know, I really couldn't hug my child before they started hippotherapy. They didn't want me to touch them. I couldn't get near them. Now he'll let me hug him, even if it's only for 2 seconds. And that's amazing.
Hang on. Thank you. That's better.
As for Mikey, the baby who was in a hurry to come into the world, well, he's still in a hurry, and he's making great strides.
He is much more tolerant to changes in his routine. He allows us to touch him, touching different feels and textures, whereas anything before was almost noxious to him, and now he craves it.
1,
You mark.
2,
Get set.
go!
From a strictly physical standpoint, I really think that Mikey will level out, so by the time he's kindergarten age, which is in about 2 years, he will be able to play appropriately with his peers on the playground and be safe. And that's what's important.
The challenges for the Rodriguez family have been great.
Okay.
The rewards have been even greater.
God gives special kids to special parents. And I think I'm one of them. I've been the chosen one, and I think we've done a good job.
A prescription to ride might seem a treatment too simple for complex medical problems, but ask those who have witnessed. They'll tell you anything is possible in this field of dreams.